Oh noes, our rat friend is gone. We should probably fix that. Let's go to desert. It isn't traditional world progression to have the desert be so late, but I don't mind this. Anyways, here we are, in the wastes where life began, where the awoofies look much meaner and are exactly as useless. And there's snakes here, but I'm not taking my chances. I got things to find, and this level is basically just an open-air wasteland. I mean, Christ's sakes, it's called the wastes where life began. I don't know what you thought it was. You gotta snipe some targets in the back over there. Gotta make sure we shoot all 3 of those flying targets. That'll probably lead us to collect the blue coins. Remember when blue coins were like data mined in the demo and everyone was like freaking out? It's like, oh god, what if they have blue coins from Super Mario Sunshine? Oh god. Not to be that guy, but I'm not a fake Kirby fan, so I knew that that was just going to be a larger form of currency. Big fucking surprise, I was correct. As I am about everything. Speaking of being correct about literally everything, in Battle of Freezing Bridge, I took Crash to the party, and I actually executed the strategy that I didn't come up with and saw on a TikTok, and I dealt with Twin Frosty without taking damage, because I'm that good at the game. Anyways, by the time this uploads, if I'm thinking of my schedule correctly, and I am because I'm always correct about everything, I should, like, already have gone on my vacation. Because, like, every year, my family and I do a little vacation with our extended family. Not only that, but by now, the D&D campaign should have ended. So editing, Donald, how did vacation go? I see, and how did the campaign end? Anyways, Florina's trying to throw wind at us, but it's completely irrelevant because we have the power of Kirby's gaping maw. And using our wide-ass mouth, we blew her away. Jesus Christ. Why are there jiggle physics on Kirby's tongue inside there? That's haunting. So where's the fan I need to turn to unlock that cage for Waddle Dee? I mean, realistically, it's probably just find the last crystal shard. Then I can get the Waddle Dee. Imagine if it was like crystal shards. How they made you get all the crystal shards in order to unlock the true ending. Also, here's this guy. He's important. Most notably because you get a reward for putting him out of his misery. Where the fuck is that last target? Found it. Goddamn Dora the Explorer, do you know where the last target is? Anyways, here's our good buddy, the last target. Let's snipe it from... Yeah, got him. GG's. I mean, yeah, this place definitely has seen better days. I like this part of the level because it's very open. And you got, like, things to do in this open area. And everything kind of looks... Well, I mean, the same, considering there's only so many assets in this game, but, like, there are different places to do things. Unlike some other open world game that I've played that is just 20 hours of absolute nothingness in the overworld. Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild was a mid-tier game, and honestly, you cannot make me deviate from this take. I'm sorry if you disagree with me, but unfortunately, you are wrong. The combat is lame and boring. The only thing you get for it is busted weapons. I mean, is it possible to use stasis and launch a rock at Mach 20 into an enemy's face? Sure! But the only time you see that happening is in planned TikTok videos. Anyways, let me detract from my angry rant about Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, and get back to an incredible game, Cribbo Bibbo, where we can rescue Waddle Dees, but I'm not going to. There's a hotel here, and I want to burn it to the ground. Or I guess we can deal with conveyor belt challenges. This feels like a Fall Guys minigame. I think I might just, like, say that about anything that happens to me. This shit kinda like a Fall Guys. Listen, Fall Guys developers, I know I may be nothing more than a niche internet celebrity, but hear me out on this. 2D platforming minigames in Fall Guys, right? I mean, a lot of the shit's like 3D platforming, just remove one of the axes. It'll make things less complicated. See, once you stop thinking in 3 dimensions, everything becomes easier. And see, look, once you're done with 2 dimensions, you go to 1-dimensional Fall Guys games. Which I don't know how that would look. Probably stupid as fuck. But I mean, the only other option from there is what, 4-dimensional Fall Guys games? How's that gonna work? Did I get everything? Yes, I did, because I'm a genius. Yo, Needle! We got a blueprint for that ability that I completely forgot to address because I was in the middle of... I don't know, my short-term memory is goddamn awful, but realistically, I was probably mauling about my experiences in Breath of the Wild, or as I like to call it, to get a reaction out of my friends, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Mid. You know, I've only seen standard any percent speedruns of Kirby for Goreland. I wonder what 100% speedruns are like. I bet they're probably rancid. Especially when it comes down to the last few minutes, because you are required to get all the figures in the gacha pulls for 100%, which is hilarious. So basically, just pay to get lucky. Anyways, this is Crystal Needle. This is an ability that can fuck. The needles are like 20 times bigger than the other two upgrades, and you can launch high-velocity spikes, killing Waddle Dees. Again, Kirby is my favorite game about ceaseless murder. Speaking of speedruns, I mean, we have Challenge Road. Literally, the point of this is speedrun. Also a nice callback to the challenges in Return to Dreamland, which I liked personally. I like showing off my skills, despite, you know, I never actually played Kirby's Return to Dreamland. Except that one time. And now all my Wiimotes don't work, so I guess the world will never know if I'm good at Kirby Return to Dreamland. Let me get back to what I was initially saying. Speedrunning. I want to speedrun Super Mario World. And no, not Super Mario World, that like 16-bit game with Yoshi and all the cool tricks. No, that's fucking stupid. I want to speedrun Super Mario World in real life. I want to go to Japan, and to which I will parkour all over Mario Land. Listen, if I had unfathomable riches and too much time on my hands, I would probably just become the worst game show host in the history of everything. My content would just become absolutely deranged. I would host Squid Game in real life, and in Donald Cosign's real-life Squid Game,
you will die!
That's a lie, of course. I'm not going to kill people. I'll just, like, shoot people with paintball guns, but the paint looks like blood, so it's kind of convincing enough. And I will host the perfect Squid Game, which is a round list that I have actually written down in my notes app. This is not a joke. I have something in my notes app called the Ideal Squid Game Round List. My goal is bloodshed. So we start off with Wipeout. Duh, because I think that's funny. But instead of, like, falling into lava, no, actually. That's not how Wipeout works. That's how American Ninja Warrior works. I was gonna say, instead of lava, you fall into, like, vat of acid, but you are allowed to swim past obstacles on Wipeout. I mean, of course, if you're a bitch. American Ninja Warrior works, where if you fall into the lava, large L. Anyways, next on the list is Tag. I don't know, I felt like that would be cool. Weed out the week a little bit. And then everyone gets their little nappy nap break, because that's the ideal time where everyone starts fighting each other. And then after that, it's Kahoot, because, like, that game is competitive enough for Squid Game, right? And I would have the most bullshit Kahoot ever, where, like, basically none of the questions are answerable, unless you have niche knowledge, but, you know, such is life. Then we go to Mission Impossible. For those of you who weren't lucky enough to play Mission Impossible in your gym class, it's basically competitive team sport, the floor is lava. A based concept, perfect for Squid Game, especially when the floor is lava. Finishing the rounds out, musical chairs, and then finally, the worst game, Mario Party. The winner of Mario Party will, of course, inherit all the money granted to them by ruthlessly beating others in epic games. Honestly, losing in Squid Game is just a fucking skill issue. Anyways, back to my original point of what I was saying with the whole speedrun. If I had, like, a bajillion dollars and too much time on my hands, I would hire parkourists and, like, rock climbers or, like, stuntmen or something along those lines, and I would make them speedrun through Super Mario World. I would go to Japan, fly them out, all expenses paid, rent the park out for myself and my fun little event, and then I say, alright guys, go! How do you speedrun Super Mario Land in real life, you may ask? Well, I mean, there's a goal pole there, so naturally, you can complete the level. Do I recommend trying that in real life? No. Would it be funny if you did? Oh, absolutely. This is why we have concept pitches, right? People who host, like, shows or need new reality TV show ideas, hit me up. Every idea I have for a reality TV show would be an absolute banger. And yes, I'm bringing up Masked Gamer again, because of course I am. I'm not letting it go, because it would be a perfect idea. Take notes from our good buddy Howie Mandel. Our favorite Catboy made. A trivia show in which you could lie is hilarious. I believe firmly in the idea that if we let people who are crazy enough and have enough time on their hands, reality television as a concept would be elevated to new heights. You know, there's actually a trick involved with this little segment right here, because in the speedrun that I watched, you gotta kill 2 of the poison crocums to get the Waddle Dee. So what ends up happening is you take fire, which you have presumably had for the entire game, and then you use the fire dash to fly all the way to the switch to bring up the water. Now that's the point in the speedrun where I stopped playing, because I couldn't pull that off. I wasn't good. Is this diligent digging? I think this is diligent digging. I mean, there was literally a whole section where I had to just like drill under shit. Yeah, diligent digging in the secret room. Does that mean literally nothing to the common person? I mean, it meant nothing to me at first. I mean, you just gotta go through the level and dig all the holes, which, big surprise, is something I do off screen. Now that we're getting into the more endgame segments of Kirby in the Four-Gore world, we're finally getting to see the 3rd tier upgrades. Buzzsaw Cutter. Kirby becomes the world's most dangerous blender, and just fucks shit. They're not as fast as Chakram Cutter, but it can ricochet off walls, which is pretty cool and used in puzzles. Also, something I forgot to address was Homing Bomb. Remember I told you how these are busted? Yes. You can throw these out randomly and they will search out the nearest target while maintaining the chain gimmick they had in Upgrade 2. It's ridiculous. Man, even though it's been like a while since I actually did a speedrun of Kirby in the Forgotten Land, I still do the slide jump technique. Anyways, time to explore the maze of fences. That's not the way. A more accurate description of this specific challenge road is Drill Treasure. Where the hell am I going? Time to go through this onslaught. Oh boy. I mean, no duh, the whole point is to go under it, but like, what if you didn't? What if you fundamentally forgot the whole use of drill? Can you beat Drill Challenge Road without using the drill? New video idea. You're welcome, challenge runners. And for reference, the answer is no. There's literally a gate that you have to drill under in order to reach shit. That would make for a very boring challenge video. It's time to cleanse Dreamland of filth. And oddly enough, the one to cleanse the world is DeviantArt Inflation. I really didn't think this is the thing that would save humanity, but fuck. Now I have to think? I hate thinking. Oh, no you don't have to think. It's not timing, it's just like a switch. Check my Kirby Star Allies playthrough. This is literally the exact way that I missed one of the hearts in another dimension. Let me out! Please! Fuck you. I can't. Get out of there! How the fuck are you supposed to beat that in 120? I mean, I guess you can be good at the game, but have you seen any of my videos? That's beyond me. Ooh, this one's a good challenge road. You just get to fucking fly. That one was a brief puzzle. This one isn't. Using the power of Dragon Fire, you are supposed to fly. Fly all the way through all of these ice blocks, ensuring that the that the fuse doesn't get put out. Oh Jesus, that is close behind me. If I don't get this in time, I'm just restarting the stage. Oh shit! One more. Get in the fucking cannon. Holy shit! Down to the wire. Are we done? Do I have to do another one of these? No. Good. Bonk. Scissor lift. Oh boy. Time for more abominations. I think out of all of the mouthful modes, this one has to be, like, I don't want to say my least favorite. The one I find the most awful. So I guess it would technically be my least favorite, if that's the case. Because this thing is just horrid. Like, if I were to make a tier list out of all the Kirby mouthful modes, Kirby would be like the only good one, and maybe Ringmouth as well. But like the argument for those would mostly be it's like the least abomination, you know? Like its existence is clearly suffering, but this one looks like it's suffering more. Does that make sense? Recording is so much fun because I just get to say shit. The only thing holding me back is the voices in my head, and occasionally the people I have on here as co-op guests. So, also the voices in my head, and I get the opportunity to listen to my favorite sound, my own voice. Yes, I'm a narcissist. Yes, this is a bit. I need the ego boost. Anyways, it's time to go to the staff side of Alival Mall. Is this the back rooms? Me when I see yellow wallpaper on anything, oh my god, this is just like the back rooms. You know, if I had $1 million, I would probably make the back rooms. That would be such a fucking stupid game show, but like a funny one, you know? I know MatPat did like a thing called Game Lab, where he tried to recreate game scenarios in real life or something. I never watched it, because it was on YouTube Red and I wasn't going to pay for that. But like, What's stopping us from making a Five Nights at Freddy's game show, right? My channel is a prime example of just give a man an outlet to talk and he will spew the most rancid things you have heard in your life. Anyways, a majority of the puzzles in Alive Mall staff side is put the square peg in the square hole. And as we all know by now, at least if you're caught up with the John cosine lore, I've passed geometry with a 103%. And if you're not aware of this, might I suggest catching up on the John cosine lore. I'll let someone else make the Wikipedia article about me. You know, like everything that happens with niche internet celebrities. Like myself. I'm literally manifesting shit right now. I'm doing white woman no jutsu. XOXO. Sorry I murdered your entire family in cold blood. I can't help being an asparagus. NFT bros and astrology girls are fundamentally the same thing. Shake? Because again, it's like one of my various takes, and all of my takes are correct. Put the rectangular peg in the rectangular hole. Oh Christ. Hello bonkers. Not aware I fought you here. I thought this was gonna be like a buzzsaw cutter's puzzle. Oh, look at the fucking... Oh, I thought I was gonna continue being pushed around by the Gordo. That's so upsetting. Hey, I defeated Wild Bonkers using the cutter ability. I didn't know that was a challenge. Exploring is so cool. Ah, Wild Hammer. I don't know how to feel about Wild Hammer. It's like one of those more powerful but significantly slower upgrades. And I mean, to be fair, making Hammer slower was like the right thing to do for the balance distribution of the abilities. But also, there's a point where it gets too slow to be enjoyable. Which is why I don't play Hammer Lord in Kirby Clash. Remember fucking Kirby Clash? I sure do. That was a fun game. You bring back Kirby Clash, but like, have more abilities. I want this to be a fully decked out Kirby RPG. Make Kirby jack-of-all-trades character. Make Meta Knight the substitution for Sword. Also, where did the camera go? Make DDD the substitution for Hammer Lord. Time Mage can be Magalore. The Dr. Healmore is pointless. Would you ever want to be a healer in a game about damage? Though realistically, it would probably be like, I don't fucking know, Taranza or Sussy. They're doctors-ish. And then the Blob Kirby fits in the blob-shaped hole. Yeah, like I said, literally, just make like Kirby Clash RPG or whatever, and it's all the Dream Friends. You know how cool that would be? Like I said, if I had infinite amounts of money and way too much time on my hands. Anyways, welcome back to Reused Asset Mouth Part 2. Now we're doing ice cream. I knew what shapes were, which means I get an extra Waddle Dee for my efforts. Let's fucking go. I am on fire with these levels. Also, in my idea of Kirby Clash RPG, Kirby would probably, I don't know, be like the jack-of-all-trades character. Like he could spec into multiple classes. Oh, that's actually really smart, actually. Oh, that's actually, hold on, no, I'm a fucking genius, right? With Kirby, you can spec into any class you want, right? You know, jack of all trades, he's an all-arounder practically built for this shit. With the other characters, they're kind of like slightly altered versions of every class. So like DDD is a Hammer Lord, Meta Knight's Sword Knight, no shit. And then Susie could be like Gun or something, I don't know. My class is Gun. Anyways, this is the Wild Hammer. Big fucking blap. Jesus, that was nearly half his HP. Yeah, this thing is a little bit slower. Not entirely sure how I feel about it being slower. I'm also not sure how I feel about the lack of glitchability, because it is absolutely hilarious to use Toy Hammer and transcend the game. Yo, this shit kind of look like Octo expansion. Not gonna lie, I think Challenge Road is sick. I mean, I already kind of addressed it because of like the comparisons I made to the challenges in Return to Dreamland. But Challenge Road is kind of like that and then some. Also, it's technically called Treasure Road. Something I clearly keep forgetting about. Well, they don't call it the Forgotten Land for nothing. Hee hee ha ha, I forgore. Now laugh. Ooh, now we can make use of our spicy new toy on Falling Needle Road. Yippee-ki-yay. Oh, everyone gets kebab. Stop reminding me of the lack of time I have left. I'm getting there. This is Katamari. Shit, I'm going to cut it close or not make it at all, but I hope I can cut it close because that would be cool. I'm not making it. I am a fucking ball of... Oh, you're not making me respawn back there. Get up! Also, yeah, back to Kirby Clash RPG. Kirby, like, could just have some unique abilities, like unique classes. You can't get to access with other Dream Friends. You see, this is why I'm taking game design courses in college. Anyways, it's time to make our way through the Moonlit Canyon, removing wanted posters all over the place. Oh, cool, light bulb. Now I'm Curb-mungus with a funny hairdo. And for reference, yes, I believe spamming the button is the proper way to use the light bulb mouth Kirby, and if you don't think that's the case, then you're an idiot and stupid. You see, when you hold the button normally, you just go slow and the light dims, but when you spam it, I think you go just as slow. I'm not really noticing a speed difference, but it's funny. What the fuck? Water Leap 2? I was about to be like, ooh, I'm gonna have a squeaky clean record for like nearly the entirety of this original Wasteland. I was wrong. Oh, fuck yeah! I forgot this music went in. Yeah! Alright. Banger. I mean, that's usually how everything is in Kirby games. They're all bangers. Except that goddamn train theme from Kirby Planet Robobot. Not the first one. That one's pretty good. The bullet train theme. That sucked. Oh, yo, it's finally here! Where they acknowledge that the sleep ability's copy essence is an obstacle and put it over a bottomless vat of nothing, which is something I avoid completely, like the genius at gaming I am. Time for Arc Mouth again! Oh, we are flying today. Dude, this is why I want to go hang gliding. This shit looks awesome. Ah, fuck. I think we might hit the ground. Get out of there! Oh, do we just bounce off the ground? Yes. Alright, cool. Oh, shit. Falling mountain. Now, I believe if you check behind these cacti right here, around these cacti right there, you get a treasure hidden by the cactus triplets. I sure know what the fuck that meant first time playing through this game. Let's go! Collector in the Sleepless Valley. Haha, lol, just kidding, I don't give a shit. Treasure Road! Alright, it's time for a snowball fight. My strategy is as follows. I mean, as you can see, it doesn't really seem to be failing. You know, I just gotta, like, spread the love around. Probably the solution intended by the game devs, considering Gordos are there to block our path. Look at me fucking go! This one might require a little more thinking. Just kidding, idiots. Yo, hold on, we could freeze Frosty? That's funny. Get a taste of your own medicine, jackass. Buzzsaw cutter. Time to go off the wall and hit some switches. Fuck it, Van's on the wall. Oh god, this one requires thinking. Actually, no, the next one requires thinking. This one you just shoot and move. Why is it getting stuck? What precise angle do I have to shoot these bitches at? Are you serious? Yeah, son of a... Stop. I gotta stop running back over the switches. That's counterintuitive to my point, and gotcha! What can I say? You mess with the gamer, you get the controller. Or something. I don't fucking know. With that out of the way, it's time to pay a visit to the collector of the Sleepless Valley. We've come to collect something of his. I don't really have an attachment to any of these abilities in the form they are now. I mean, Bomb is, like, useful, but it's also kind of fucking lame. I mean, if you, like, play it bad. Anyways, here's Elfilin. Clearly. Definitely not a papier-mâché nightmare. I mean, from the distance, it probably looks like Elfilin. Oh, God. Here he comes. The collector of the sands. Don't get me close up on his tongue. Silly Dillo! He's so silly! I personally do not give a shit about any of this. I'm just gonna, like, beat up the handmade Kirbys. And then I'm going to get out of his awful cage. He's gonna put me in his jar! Dodge. Got your ass. Boom! This fucking scenery looks sick. Especially, like, the canyon on the outside. Let me dodge into him. I learned how to avoid oncoming traffic by phasing through it. Pop! Stop. You can't attack me with your jars. Get away from me, you foul creature. I'm in the jar. Trash wife! I love the fucking trash wife. Whee! And now he's throwing trash wife. Ooh, this doesn't look like a good run for me. I am close to death. I'm not too great at beating Silly Dillo. I mean, like, I could be better. But to be fair, I could be worse. Get out of here. Get out of the fucking way. Roll it. Move. Phase through oncoming traffic. Ow. Just like the American healthcare system, if you want to feel better, it's gonna cost you. This guy's just a funny little creature, and I'm going to beat him to death. Dodge. Idiot. And hold on. Just, there it is. Alright. Now we can have fun. Run away as fast as possible and just throw the bombs at him. I'd call this fun, but fun isn't fun anymore. As a wise man once said, this is what I do whenever I need to clear this without taking damage. It's not what I do when I need to clear it without getting a heart attack. Die, 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 die. I'm just dropping bombs on his skull. Oh god, this scenery looks so cool. If only I wasn't being actively attacked by a vicious armadillo who's a kleptomaniac, then I could probably admire the scenery. Oh shit, beat him in the middle of his pleasant and somewhat disturbing dance with his trash wife. Destroy him, get him, my turrets, from downtown! And you're out of there, sucker! Oh, of course we have to beat him with the hammer ability. I mean, I was getting him pretty good last time. I just died before then. Anyways, time to talk to Weapon Shop Waddle Dee and give him the blueprint that I actually have. Time to upgrade to Blizzard Ice. It's slightly misleading, because I mean, it certainly looks pretty. This isn't Blizzard Ice. This is knives! We can fucking impale bastards on our spiky selves. An ability that will surely prove us useful in the next world. Cause boy howdy, we're getting closer to the end. Clouds are clearing. The volcano is in the distance. We get to go to Redgar, Forbidden Lands. Elflin's hanging in there, and we're the only ones who can save him. Here we go!
Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and share this video with your friends. And as always,
Silly Dillo X Trash Wife forever.